Yeah. What it do, people? The WTP Sports Dudes is in the building tonight. Me, myself, I go by Post Game, and I'm joined by two of the homies. Rob, WTP Sports Dudes. How you feeling tonight, homie?
I'm good, man. I'm glad I had a chance to jump on here with y'all on this Monday, man. Because usually Mondays ain't a day I can do, but today I'm here because this is a special topic, and I wasn't gonna miss it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I got my man, the youngin, FanDuel Zaya. What it do, homie?
Man, I can't call it. You ain't break them off with the low post, mid post, high post. You know what I mean? I was waiting for it.
Well, let's get the people what they want then. Low post, mid post, high post, post game sports. What it do, people? So let's jump right into it, y'all. It's been a lot of talk on this here internet about one LeBron James. A lot of people are saying some teams are interested in LeBron James via trade. I know, Zay, we put some numbers together trying to see if the money works for different teams and whatnot. There are some people who think LeBron is going to finish his career as a Laker. And I want to believe where there's smoke, there's fire. So, Zay, I'm coming straight to you. What do you see the Lakers and LeBron James doing? Do you think they'll trade LeBron? Do you think this will be his last season in LA? Or do you think he gonna ride it out with the Lakers? Talk to me.
First of all, it ain't up to him. It's up to whatever the Lakers want to do. You know what I mean? Uh, let's just start in a specific position right now. Them four teams is fabricated news by Rich Paul. There's no interest in the NBA by him. And let me explain to you how I know these things. One, he been building a house in Beverly Hills for about 4 years. All your kids went to school in LA. Your house still ain't done. He planned on finishing his career in LA. So we understand that this is not his choice, bro. And how I know it's fabricated news is bro could have opted out. He could have opted out of this contract. He just saw that the Lakers don't want him no more, bro. That's all that's going on. That's all that's going on. Go ahead, no.
No, I'm gonna let somebody else go before me.
You
Well, hold on, fellas, because we got one of the homies that has entered the building. Mossberg, WTP Sports Dude, Level Up Sports 10, the homie. How you feeling tonight?
I'm pretty good, man. We just good and another day off work, man. Before getting through this week, just good to have me in. Appreciate you having me as well. Good to see the guys. Giving you your flowers as well, man. I know you one of the guys. You was in our comments months ago, and it's just good to see you hosting and having us on your show this evening and seeing how we've connected and brought you into our group as well. Just appreciate you getting in the thread this morning into the evening and setting this up. So pleasure to have me in here and just good to see everybody as well.
Well, I appreciate y'all for sure. I'm a real quick. Let me talk about that real quick because I had got up on a Saturday morning and I like to listen to sports when I wake up. Sometimes I hit a workout or whatever and I listen to sports. And I was tired of hearing mainstream sports talk because I feel a lot of people are paid to say what they say. So I'm just scrolling and I'm looking and I see Rob and Mossberg and I click on. I'm like, okay, they talking that talk. Let me holler at them. And the rest is history. But my man, it's been a lot of talk about LeBron James. What is your thoughts on that whole situation? Because some people feel like he's going to get traded maybe before the season starts, maybe in the next couple weeks, maybe somewhere around the trade deadline. Maybe he stays in LA. I don't know. What's your thoughts on that?
Man, this is the NBA, man. It's something to see. For one, God give him credit is his longevity. Um, it's a lot of goat talk, and with his longevity, I understand that. But when it's time to pay the man and all these things about the trade rumors, where is he gonna go? Me personally, I would love to see him out of LA. Let Luca have that red carpet. Allow others to come in and do what they do. I wouldn't be upset because I think when LeBron is in that villain type of role, he's a different man. And for me, I like seeing players in that role because I think it brings out the best in other players, as well as seeing different talents that we might not have seen in them in a recent year or years. So, some people look at it as a good and bad thing. I kind of like it because he was putting up monstrous numbers and double back on that 47, I think you said about Cole. I remember Brown dropping 45, I think 18 or 12 against Indiana. And I be talking my Brown talk because I'm just in the midst of, I am a fan. I'm not going to deny that. But I think his time is up in LA. And respectfully, he's done so much for the game. I think, I would like to see him go against Luca in LA. Go to LA and give us one of them Christmas days elsewhere, So that's just my thoughts. I don't mind it being traded.
Okay, I got a really good question for y'all, but first I'm gonna go to the homie Rob because from our conversations, it seems like you're the only person who really backs LeBron. I used to, be 50-50 with him. I thought he was a great player and maybe a top 10 player, but some of his actions and some of the things he says really rubs me the wrong way. But I'm gonna give you a chance to answer the question too, Rob. What do you think about all the speculation? Do you think LeBron James needs to leave LA? Will he be traded? Uh uh One of the things I hear Zay talking about is them a buyout, which I don't think is likely, but it could happen. But I don't think that's good for business on both sides. So Rob, what's your thoughts on LeBron James?
Man, I mean, this guy has carried the NBA for almost 2 decades. Do you think for 1 second that the Lakers ain't sit down with this guy and say, listen, we know you're not going to opt in, or we don't want you to opt in. We want to go ahead and part ways on some decent terms. They might even talked about him getting some part ownership, something to appease him to the point where, okay, we're gonna trade you, we're gonna send you here, we're gonna let you go wherever the league will allow you to go that you want to go, and go ahead and do your thing somewhere else. Go ahead, put the chip on your shoulders. Come back and come at these Lakers if you want. Whatever you want to do, we're going to allow you to do it. Because the reality is, like Zay said, if he wanted to be a Laker, all he had to do was what? Opt in, right?
That's it.
That's all he had to do. So apparently there had to be some conversation, or maybe he felt like he didn't want to opt in. Maybe he felt like he got way too much scrutiny about the team not making to the second round of the playoffs. Maybe he feels like, man, I don't need this. I got other stuff I need to be doing. I need to go ahead and get my boys squared away in the NBA. I'm quite sure all of these things was going through his head. There might even been some backroom conversations about the same thing. But I'm telling you right now, LeBron James has earned the respect of everybody in this league, regardless of what he said, what he's done, any of that. You can't knock this man because he's carried the league for 2 freaking decades.
No, he
I,
Two
did not. Oh my
freaking
I see
God.
you.
I
I
was
see you, Zay.
decades.
I was itching at
Two
the
I,
tongue,
freaking
waiting for him to finish.
hold
decades.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, fellas. Hold on, fellas. I like this. I like this. Now, let me ask y'all a question, and I'm gonna come to you first, Zay. Do y'all think there's a possibility that the Lakers ask LeBron not to pick up his player option?
No, we ain't asking nothing. We ain't talked to him all summer. The sale was on. Listen, the sale came out of nowhere. That means it been in the works. Nobody knew nothing. We didn't talk to this dude at all about it. We didn't say nothing to him. See, the LeBron's problem is he think he still got the juice when he was like 31, 32. He ain't got the same type of juice no more. He ain't got the same cachet. That's why Genie ain't calling. And I mean, like, I get you, Rob. He definitely deserved and earned his respect. Don't get it twisted. But when you trying to when you do like LeBron and all his career, all he ever did is play lead GM. Everybody know he's been lead GM on every team he's ever been on. That is the end of the road, son. You are not controlling anything. And that's just the point of it is. You feel me? And one more thing. He has not been holding the league up for 2 decades. Do you know who Kobe Bean Bryant is?
I do.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you think, Mossberg? Do you think there's a possibility that the Lakers ask LeBron not to hit that button and pick up that option with the team?
And it's crazy because, when you think of LeBron, of course, you think of the king. Like Zay said, they haven't called the king, no ring-a-ding-ding at all. So the phones, emails, that's the biggest thing for me that I've looked at. And, respecting his career, everything hands down, that was something for me to look at myself like, man, they don't talk to LeBron. This is a couple of off seasons now. They haven't mentioned nothing to him about anything that's going down. So I think this is something that make me think about the sit down at him, and Bus was on a sideline having that one day. It's just a lot of things that, go into these thoughts. But I think his time may be up in LA. You don't just bring Luka there to pair him with LeBron, not see no progress, and not want to push that button, especially after selling the team for $10 billion. Let's not forget about that. You don't just sell a franchise and not have thoughts of moving forward, regardless of who's there. LeBron
Okay.
being 40, Luka 25, that says a lot.
Okay, how about you, Rob? Do you think there's a possibility that the Lakers ask LeBron not to pick up his option?
How could you not have a conversation with the guy, LeBron James? You got to have a conversation with him and say, listen, I'm quite sure he probably even knew they was going to sell the team. Because think about it. Why wouldn't he opt in? Apparently there's some out there that he heard that in conversations with him that he felt like, hey, I better not opt into this thing. Maybe I can get me a couple of percentage of ownership
Well,
because I
let me.
can't do it and be on the team. I'm sure they had a conversation with him. How could you not?
But let me add a little context. Because the way I see it is maybe the Lakers told him, "Hey, we're trying to move on. We want to build around Luca, and possibly even, we're eyeing 2027 where we can get Big Jokic and Luca together. We're ready to move on. And LeBron maybe sign that deal out of spite. What you think?"
Bro, my theory is Genie was in the process of selling the team. He already signed the contract, and then voila, out of the thin air, the team was sold. The new regime don't want him, and now we stuck right here because now he's trying to force his way out. They probably like, I mean, we ain't just gonna let you go. I mean, we got to get something that we can't refuse, or we're just gonna let this money expire off the books and go back to free agency because it's LA. People want to come to LA. But in no way, form, or fashion do I think anybody in ownership sat down with him. I don't believe it. I don't think so. Because listen, this sales don't happen that fast, bro. It's so the Lakers sold for $10 billion.
Yeah.
Like this ain't no little penny money. This ain't no little candy money.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. There's no way that he sat down and opted into this contract knowing that this is about to be a sold team. You don't got no rapport with the new ownership. You don't know what they gonna do. You don't know what they thinking. That's the only thing I'm saying. I listen. I just don't see it. And we definitely wasn't giving him no ownership. He ain't earned that.
So my question is this: because we've heard LeBron over the last few weeks, and some things he said, some very distasteful things, I thought. But how serious do y'all think LeBron is about winning the championship with this current Lakers roster and knowing they want to build around Luka Doncic and probably in the LeBron era? Do y'all think the Lakers are championship contenders as is this season? Go ahead, Moss.
Man, that's championship contenders. No, um, for me, it's it. You think of LeBron and Kyrie. When you pair a player like Luca with him, not the same type of player, but as far as in bringing a player with that type of talent that can create for themselves, handle the ball well. But it's later in LeBron's career. It's not like when Kyrie was earlier in his career. So for me, man, this is tough, man. It's tough.
What you got to say on that, Zay? You think they can win the title this season in that Wild Wild West?
Um, I think it's a trade away. Hold on real quick. Hey, babe. Hey, man, my man's got a kiss on stream. I'm just saying, you gotta do better. Come give me a kiss.
We love Zay, man. We
Hey,
love Zay.
hey, look, I'm just saying. I think we a piece away. Maybe we need to package. But listen. I'm still in the mindset that this team could do it. You would have to trade Austin Reeves, maybe somebody like Vando, and then a couple other pieces. I even get rid of Gabe if the price is right, and a pick for the right guy. I mean, we need a wing. I like the Ayton signing. He's not really the type of big I would pair with Luka, but that's 14-10 on a team that was bad. He hasn't played meaningful basketball since he left the Suns, and we seen how he was getting busy in the finals the last time he was there. So I just think he ain't been playing meaningful basketball, just like he said. He was like, man, what y'all want me to do? It ain't been no meaningful basketball. We've been over here trying to grow kids and stuff. So I don't think the Lakers is that far off, honestly. But it always depends on what type of LeBron you're going to get as well, too, because at the end of the day, he's still one of the top 15 greatest players ever. So if you get a shell of a LeBron James, like one that you be seeing during the regular season that's not hustling and doing all this other extra stuff, then maybe not for real. But we done seen Luka drag a whole team to the finals already. So, I mean, Luka by himself, I feel like, can keep you in contention of a finals appearance any year. It's just like he just nice like that. You feel me? But yeah, I would stay pat though. Like I would just let the year play out, bro. What we got? I wouldn't do nothing.
What say you, Rob? Can the Lakers compete for a title this season?
No, man. No, there's no man. Listen, they got too many defensive liabilities. There's no way. You got to go ahead and off LeBron. You got to go ahead and trade and get you a piece that you can get somebody, preferably that can play some defense. I mean, you got Andre Ayton, so you can protect your basket, and you gonna get you a guy in that paint that can handle his business. But at the same time, you can't have Luca and LeBron, two defensive liabilities, and think you're going to win a championship. It's just not going to happen. And you already know that there's going to be times that LeBron at 40 plus is going to take some time off on the defensive end of the court anyway. So you got to go ahead and let him go. Luca is your man for the future. Go ahead and find a good spot for LeBron James. Let him go do what he need to do, and go ahead and put some pieces around Luca, because that's the only way you're gonna have a chance to make something happen. I mean, listen, we give y'all Embiid if y'all want him. If you take LeBron, y'all can have Embiid.
He gave him the Mutombo.
Oh man.
Listen, man, I gotta ask myself: are the Lakers better than OKC? I don't think so. Not in a 7 game series. Are the Lakers better than Denver? Close, but not in a 7 game series. Can Houston be better? Yeah, I think they will be better as long as Durant stays healthy. Not in a 7 game series. At this point, I probably would take Durant over LeBron. Um, and so the reason I ask that is why opt in and stay with the Lakers if you claim that you want to win a championship? You probably aren't going to win a championship this season. So, fellas, what team, in y'all opinion, gives LeBron James the best chance to win a championship this season?
Well, first off, first is first. He's contradicting. In one breath, championships don't matter. In the second breath, his agent is talking about LeBron wants to be able to compete for a championship. Make your mind up, bro. We don't understand you. But obviously, the obvious choice is Dallas. If it was a buyout situation, I just think that's like the least possible outcome of this whole situation is a buyout. It don't make sense at all. Um, if he can somehow end up there though, and second, I would probably say if he can end up in Cleveland, if they can hold on to Donovan Mitchell and or a combination of Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, one or the other, I think it'll work there. And that's the only possibilities I could see for him.
Talk to me, Moss.
I'm in agreement with the same thing with Cleveland. The other team, I don't know why I keep looking at is Golden State. I have no clue why. Um, just thinking of defensively in LA, the problems that they have. I know Butler played one season with Curry, but we seen what King and Chef did when it comes to the Olympics, and we know it would take those type of players to compete against the Durant signing in Houston, which I think even San Antonio is a problem to deal with. And Dylan Harper, the new rookie who we just seen a few nights ago. So I think even with what the Lakers have, it's going to be tough. But that's just my thoughts when it boils down to it. I think Cleveland, Golden State, getting rid of Jimmy Buckets, that D going to LA, and then making room for Joker in a few years to come. LA is the place to be, and when the King get older, as we've seen some players, they ship them out fast. Just think about Shaq. Think about the others that we had in LA as well. Rest in peace to the Bean. He did great as my second go.
Rob, what team makes sense if it's about winning championships this season?
Man, I kind of wish you would have left if winning conference championships was in the conversation out of there because I believe he only got one destination that he needs to go to, and that's to the Cleveland Cavaliers and do his farewell tour. But I mean, I can see him going to Cleveland. There's several teams that he would be nice if he could go there, but I don't think they're gonna have the funds to be able to do that. I would like to see him in San Antonio running the point. I would like to see him in Golden State. I would like to see him in Dallas. I mean, of course, Kyrie ain't gonna be back at the beginning of the season, but I mean, he can probably carry him until then. Man, it's a couple of teams he can go to, but as far as winning the championship, I don't. I really don't believe LeBron James anywhere other than where he can play the point guard and distribute and get some buckets here and there. Can they win a championship? If he's going to play like he played at the Lakers, and they're not winning no championship because this guy is just he's up in age. He need to be a role player at this point in his career. Even though he's my goat, I think it's now time for him to play a role, do his farewell tour, and go ahead and get on up out of there.
See, I have a hard time because I'm not sure if he wants to win a championship or not, just basing off what he's been saying. Because for me, If it's about winning a championship, I'm LeBron James. I'm doing what I got to do to get to Dallas to play with AD. They got decent role players, shot blockers, defenders. They just drafted Flag. Kyrie will be back what, December, January. If it's about winning championships, I'm trying to make my way to Dallas. I'm not sure if the teams that reportedly want to make a trade for LeBron James is cap or not. Because um who who in their right mind wants to trade assets for a 40-plus-year-old aging star, right? Like, who wants to do that? I don't know if that's real or not. So,
Hey,
fellas, if somehow, some way LeBron James is traded, does Bronny James go with him?
nope, we holding his son hostage. Yep, it's a hostage. We ain't sending him nowhere. He actually gonna get 10 to 15 minutes this year too, from the talks of it. We like Bronny, we just don't like LeBron.
What about you, Mossberg? If LeBron somehow, some way gets traded, does Bronny James go with him?
It's crazy you asked that because I was going to ask you guys similar question. Um, man, that's. I think you just let the young man grow. Um, LeBron is LeBron, and like he said about I think
Rob,
it
I
was
got
a
my
year or
kiss
two
on stream.
ago, might have been 2 years ago. He said he's letting him be his own man. He's not, looking at it as him trying to live up to that same height as himself at the time. Let him carve his own path because to me, I like his progression. He's been doing great and not letting any of it get to him so far. So I just think he got to continue to carve his own path. Who knows? It's a business. Brian would love to be with his son, of course, and try to make way. If his other son come in and he's not on a farewell tour, for him to join them as well. So we just don't know. But I say let him carve his own path and be great because I think he could be in the league for a few years. Not like Pops, but I think he definitely has a lot of star potential in him.
I mean, if I'm his son, I'm saying to Dad, listen, Dad, I don't want to hear no more of this noise about the only reason why I'm in the league is because of you. I'm tired of hearing that. I don't want to hear it no more. Let me go blaze my own path. You got me here. I appreciate you. I love you. Let me go out here and ball out and find my own way. So that way, with all those naysayers who said I'm only here because my daddy got me here, okay, I stayed in the league because I'm a baller. And I think he should go ahead and cut ties with that kind of a mindset that people have about him being in the league. Because I think he's good enough to play in the NBA. I think he has all the tools. He has the mindset to get better with every practice that he has, with every game that he plays in. I think he's worth being in the league. And I don't care if he was picked 55th. I think he's a good enough player to have gotten drafted 55th, and I think he's a good enough player to be in the NBA. I've
It,
seen worse.
that leads me to a question I had. What do y'all think his ceiling is as a player? Ceiling.
He might have already hit his ceiling.
You
Ooh.
wrong.
I'm gonna say
You wrong.
I'm gonna flat out say All Star. I know he can be an All Star with the way the league is going and his ability to shoot the ball, which I noticed he's a volume shooter. If he get in his spots, he can knock down the shot, which I've noticed him do when he has the opportunity to be in his spot. So I'm gonna say All Star first and foremost, and then I'm gonna throw in something that a lot of people talk about his pops not getting all defensive team. I'm gonna just say that and put that out there.
I think LeBron he got a couple defensive teams, don't he?
Six. That's terrible.
I mean,
One
They
of the
don't really
greatest athletes we ever seen in the NBA got 6 all defensive teams. Get him out of
they
here.
don't really they don't speak about his defense
Yes,
as
it does.
much. Like, no, I'm saying LeBron's saying it's good. So I think his son definitely could be a better defender, with those years added. So I just like what he brings on the defensive side to make way for his offense as well.
Yeah, I think his ceiling is Patrick Beverly at best.
Yeah,
Ooh.
he's definitely gonna be a journeyman, a guy who can go out there and be on somebody's roster. Um, I mean, maybe at some point he might be a starter, but to me he's more of a guy that's gonna come off the bench in the end of the first quarter, give you some solid minutes to run him with that second unit, doing things like that. A guy that you want on your team because you know he's gonna give you everything he got. He's gonna make hustle plays. He's gonna do all that dirty grind and work. Well, how tall is he? Maybe 6'3", maybe.
Yeah.
I think that's being generous.
Yeah, so you can't expect for him to have the upside of some of these other players who are 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". I think that's going to be his thing. His claim to fame right now, if I'm him, I would my claim to fame would be I'm going to knock down the three when I'm there when it gets to me and I'm open, and I'm going to play defense like my life depended on it. Because you always need stops in the NBA.
No, that's a fact. And I want to just mention this, bro. Bro averaged 12 points in high school. Every other NBA player averaged 30. Let's just get that out on the books.
Yeah, yeah.
So, fellas, it's I gotta ask. I feel like the longer LeBron James stays in the NBA, the worse he's making his legacy.
Agree.
Uh, I've he's broken a lot of records, but it's taken him so long to do so. And shout out to him. He's been in the league for a long time. He's maintained his body or whatnot. Despite the rumors. But one thing that really turns me off about LeBron James is, first of all, it all started his rookie year when they played Melo. Because Melo, listen, Melo was more deserving of rookie of the year.
Absolutely. I'm glad you talking about it. Go ahead, my bad.
Melo was more deserving, easily, in my opinion. You know, I don't have a problem with him going to Miami if he felt like Cleveland wasn't doing the necessary things to get him the kind of players he wanted around. But they still were a great team. They still, 60, 65 wins those seasons. They just didn't get it done in the playoffs. But the way he went to Miami and what he said on that stage, then it later comes out that Dwayne Wade said, we formed that team to stop Kobe Bryant from getting more championships. It wasn't about Boston. It was about Kobe Bryant. At that time, Kobe Bryant had went to 3 straight finals and got 2 championships. Right? Then he goes back to Cleveland. Kyrie is balling. For some reason, Kyrie doesn't want to play with LeBron anymore. And he ends up in LA. First of all, he got a stimulus package from the NBA when they suspended Draymond. And who was the center at the time for Golden State that got
I want to
injured?
say it was Bogut.
Was it Bogut?
Bogut. Yes, it was Bogut. So Bogut gets hurt. Draymond gets suspended. Cleveland wins that series. Then he comes to LA. The Lakers have bent over backwards for LeBron James. And people tell me this is the greatest player ever. Why does the greatest player ever need so much to compete? The Lakers bend over backwards. They gave him every coach he wanted. They drafted his son, which was probably undraftable, in my opinion. He won't. They were trying to get DeMar DeRozan that season. They got Westbrook, but LeBron wanted Russell Westbrook, right? Then he blames everything on Russell Westbrook. Every single player that LeBron, they done traded all their young talent away. They done traded so many first round draft picks, second round draft picks. Everything LeBron has wanted, the Lakers have given him. If LeBron James is so great, why does he need so much, fellas? I don't understand. Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic is probably a top 3 player right now. Kevin Love. Did you see Kevin Love's numbers before he went to the Cavs? Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade. I mean, the list goes on. And now he's probably, if he gets traded or goes to a different team, he's probably going to be playing with some more great players. Meanwhile, you give Jordan Pippen 6. You give Kobe Powell 3 straight finals appearances. You give Duncan, a great coach, 5 championships. I'm having a hard time putting LeBron James over Moses Malone, who is a very underrated player. So, guys, if LeBron James is so great, they tell me he the best passer, he can play all 5 positions, no best scorer ever. If he is so great, why does he need so much talent around him to compete? Please. I don't
Man,
know.
man, listen, I don't know, but all I know is we missed the playoffs and we had Westbrook, AD, Melo, Dwight Howard. I mean, it was a who's team. Like even Avery Bradley was on that team. I just didn't. I mean, how did we miss the playoffs? I just don't understand it. You feel me? So I don't know. Y'all can go ahead and speak about it.
What's your thoughts on this one, WTP?
I mean, man, listen, when somebody wins a championship and you want to be somebody who wins a championship, you got to go and make some moves and try to get some people to help you beat that team that just won it. You already know what you got there with you. You already know that what I got with me, we can't win no championship. We act like Jordan didn't go out and get the best rebounder of all times in order to keep up winning championships. We act like he was winning championships without Pip, and they had to get Pip. They had to get Horace Grant. They had to get players that would fit what they wanted to do in order to win championships. Are those guys superstars? Rodman, yes, superstar for sure. He was a hell of a rebounder, great defender.
Rob,
Everybody who wants to win a championship, they look at what the other team has and they try to get something with them so they can win the championship. Why did the San Francisco 49ers allow the Dallas Cowboys to get Deion Sanders? Because the Cowboys wanted to win a Super Bowl and they knew they wasn't going to win no Super Bowl as long as Deion Sanders was with the San Francisco 49ers. What happened when they got him? They won a Super Bowl. That's what players do. You got to get guys around you to get better to win championships. Now, Tim Duncan, that's a different dude. That's a different dude. Everybody else, though, they had to get somebody. Kobe had to get Paul Gasol, and he had to get Shaq.
So let me ask you.
Paul Gasol was a one-time fringe all-star. Well, let's not act like Paul Gasol was some type of dude out here. He made one all-star game up until that point. And y'all talk about these dudes that LeBron played with, like Mo Williams, the Bruno Zilgauskas. Y'all want to dismiss their all-star appearances, but then y'all want to sit here and talk about this Paul Gasol guy like he was just some unanimous all-star. Kevin Love was like a 3-4 time all-star. He averaged 24 and 13. He was the king of the double-doubles of the NBA at the time. The same thing with Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh was averaging like 26 in Toronto. What are we talking about? The self-proclaimed king always needed to stack the domino chips to win. And that's just the simple fact about it is. And when you that top dude in the NBA, in the league, Jordan, yeah, he had great teams. Don't get it twisted. But did he have the best teams in the NBA? I can't say that. They were the best teams because he was the best dude. That's why they ended up being the best teams.
So Rob, real quick, out of all the great players, maybe you can make a argument for Magic Johnson, but outside of that, who's had more help surrounding them throughout their careers, other than or more help than LeBron James, in your opinion?
Everybody has had help. That's how you win championships. Everybody has had help. Listen. I'm a Philadelphia 76er fan. We could not get over the hump until we got Moses Malone. Dude, I don't know how Houston let Moses Malone get away from them and get to the Philadelphia 76ers. And what the Philadelphia 76ers do? They piss it off when they could have got Brad Doherty and kept that thing running. They messed that up like they've done with a whole lot of picks. But everybody know they got to get a piece or two in order to dethrone whoever the champion is. Boston had to do it. LA, they always had a solid team, but they always knew they had to get another piece
I
because
feel
they
like
had guys that they couldn't win with.
you avoiding the question, Rob.
What's the
If
question?
if LeBron is so great, because according to your list, he's the greatest of all time, hands down, right?
Yes.
If you're that great, shouldn't you not need as much help as everybody else? I'm not like everybody needs a good team to win a title. That's of course, right? But this dude has had some elite players surrounding him, and he hasn't got it done. So, is there anybody else who's had more talented players surrounding them than LeBron James?
Mm.
Listen, man. Listen.
I'm gonna give it one
That
player, bro.
question. That question is. It got too many gray areas to be able to answer it. Just flat out answer it because everybody understands that. Listen, whoever win the championship, they already know I got to get some pieces. If I'm going to make it there, I got to get some other pieces. When LeBron James went to South Beach and they lost to Houston, to Dallas, and then they won two in a row. Is that right? They won two in a row. What did those other teams start to do? They started getting them some pieces so they could dethrone this freaking Miami team.
Right.
They had to.
Did he?
Otherwise, what was going to happen? He was going to keep doing this.
Hold on, man. Hold on, bro.
Can I
Let's
say something?
rewind this a little
You know
bit.
what
First
I'm
of all,
saying? Come on,
we're
man.
gonna have to smooth
Every
this one
team
back.
does it.
And we're gonna have to smooth this one back, bro.
Okay.
070 when Kobe got when the Lakers traded for Powell in the middle of the season, let me mind you, the second best player on that Laker team was Lamar Odom with no All-Star appearances. What did Kobe do? He went straight to the finals. We lost. We ran it back the next year. We see Orlando in the finals. We picked up, I think, Meta World Peace. We won 2 straight after that. That's when that team was formed. After we lost that last year, that's when that team was formed. After we won that last year, that's when that team was formed. We lost in the Western Conference Finals the next year to Dallas. That's when Dallas went on that crazy run, and that's when they beat the Heat in the finals. That's when that team was formed. That team was formed to stop Kobe. He had one dude with him. One dude. So when we talking about everybody is doing this in the league, no, everybody wasn't. It started right there. It started right there. And we can pinpoint it because history is history. And we ain't snapping our fingers like Thanos over here. You're not erasing history. That's the only thing I'm saying. It was started because of one dude. And they said it out their mouths.
Well, let me
They
give
said
you
it
some
out their
history.
mouth.
Let me give you some history then. How many finals did LeBron go to with the Cleveland Cavaliers before he realized I ain't gonna be able to win with this franchise? I gotta go somewhere else.
Do you know, real quick, Zay? Do you know that Cleveland would have beat the Spurs that year in the finals had LeBron James just averaged what he averaged in the regular season.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
Moss, Moss? My homie just texted me and he said he thought I was on live stream with Michael Finley.
Shout out, man. Appreciate it, man. I need to find that lookalike, man. Definitely. Um, I was just thinking it, not to cut you off, some of the talks and listening. And when we talk about this, it made me have this thought that greatness starts when you step into that gym. When you get out that vehicle, when you get off that bus, don't matter what arena you stepping into. Now, I think the difference with MJ, Kobe, LeBron, MJ, he ready nights before. He practiced until 1, 2, 3 in the morning. We know that. We know Kobe. We know he go in Mamba mode. We know what he gonna do. Now, when it comes to Bron, I think it's more so you got the social media. You got everybody want to laugh, want to do all these different handshakes. The business mind is not there to get this going. I think that's a different mindset that you gain. Not that he haven't had it at times, but I think this is something we've seen with Jordan, Kobe, players like Tim Duncan. They go in that middle phase where they don't care what's going on outside of what's going to happen on this court and what got to be taken care of. So it just made me think about that. And I got a question for you and Zay, being LA guys. Is this that the Lakers haven't really done anything lately? Y'all want the King to go that bad? Because when all Lakers fan got the King there, it was high hopes and high ceilings in LA. So what's
I
going on?
listen, me
I wish we were
personally,
streaming when we picked up LeBron. I'm sorry. I wish we were streaming when we picked up LeBron. I absolutely did not want him because he kills franchises. That's what he do. He kills them, bro, and he don't win nearly as much as he should. After, bro, everywhere he stops, it went to turmoil after it was time to leave. Like at the end, before he was gone, everything. The first time he left Cleveland, he got a problem with the coaches. He getting coaches fired. He having problems with the ownership. Miami, well, he ran into problems with Pat Riley. Now
no,
we
he
at
was mad. He was mad about his cookies, bro.
yeah, Pat Riley took his cookies off the plane. Yeah, so he got mad at Pat Riley. He was like, man, I gotta go. That's what I'm saying. Every time, bro, he can never leave nowhere amicable. That's what I'm saying. Like, we ain't talking to him this summer because we beefing. It's beef. I know it's beef.
Well, for me, listen, the people around me, and some of them have come to the light and realized, man, I don't like LeBron James anymore. But at the time, a lot of people like LeBron James. A lot of people I talk to on a regular basis. I was, and so during when I found out he was going to the Lakers, I'm like, I really don't think he understands what it is to be a Laker. And but I was willing to give it a shot because who wouldn't take LeBron James, right? But to me, it's been a huge disappointment because I consider Anthony Davis one of the best players in the NBA. We can talk about if he gonna be hurt or not, but all in all, I consider Anthony Davis to be one of the best players in the NBA, and he underachieved. All we got is a bubble ring to show for it. Some people say the Lakers got the GOAT. Okay, you get a GOAT, a top three player in the league at the time at Anthony Davis, and all we get is a Mickey Mouse Swiss cheese ring.
Who was yours coach at
Really?
the time?
It could have been
It
my
was
4 year old. If you got LeBron James and Anthony Davis,
Vogel.
it was Vogel. They had a decent staff. They had Jason Kidd on that staff. So you know, I wouldn't pursue LeBron James as a Laker fan to be on my team, but I wanted to see it play out. And for me, it's been disappointing, and now I'm just ready for it to be over with. Him and Kevin Durant sending shots at Wilt, sending shots at Michael. talking about he going to play baseball when his father passed, and him and his father had a close relationship, and that was something his father always wanted to see him do. Bruh, that took the cake from me. I'm done.
Well, you got to understand something, man. When people coming at your neck constantly about, especially in the last 2 years, you got all these people coming at his neck. This guy has been the best player in the NBA for a long time. He came in with weight on his shoulders at 18 years old, carried that throne. He's averaged over 25 points in every season. We talked to 21, 22 seasons, except for his rookie year. This guy is one of the greatest players ever. There's a lot of great players in the NBA. You know why we don't put them in the same category as the greatest? Because they don't got championships. Barkley, great player, no championship. Karl Malone, great player, no championship. So you can't even put them in the greatest discussion because they don't have championships. Because that's one of the criteria that people throw out there about great players. But LeBron James has championships, he has finals, he has more points than everybody in the game. He has more rebounds than any other ghost that's in the discussion outside of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He has more assists than any of the greats outside of Magic Johnson. This dude is everything that you want in a baller, except for every now and then he does something or says something that makes people be like, man, I ain't feeling him. But that ain't got nothing to do with his game on that court, though. The dude is a baller and has been a baller for 20 plus years. 20 plus years.
No, that's not true. He does not have everything that I want.
Why
Because you a Kobe Bean Bryant dude, which means LeBron gotta be your villain. Michael Jordan gotta be your villain.
Listen, bro. I will give you. No. I'll give you this little food for thought real quick. Do you know what I think is the worst two blemishes on LeBron James's career for him to be in the GOAT debate? One, he got swept in the finals by the Spurs. Well, actually, it's three. Two, he lost to the Mavericks and got outplayed by two role players. And three, he lost to Dwight Howard and them in the Eastern Conference Finals, and they had replicable teams. You can't tell me, oh, he ain't had no crew. Who did Dwight Howard have? Let's just look at it. He had Jameer Nelson, Rashard Lewis, Rashard Lewis is a two-time All-Star. Don't be making them faces like that. He's a two-time All-Star. He's a two-time All-Star.
Rashard Lewis
is a dog, bro.
Two-time All-Star.
Man, he ain't get All-Star enough.
Hey, the facts is a fact. He's a two-time All-Star.
Go look at his Seattle highlights.
No, I know who Rashard Lewis is. He took him to Miami with him,
and he was a dog, and he got a big contract.
He was a two-time All-Star. Period.
Hedo Turkoglu.
Hedo never made an All-Star game.
Dog.
Never made an All-Star game. Ever. So that means he wasn't the top. He wasn't a top 25 player in the league. Period. That's what that means, right? He's never made an All-Star game. But you lost to them.
Just because you don't make an All-Star game don't mean you're not the top 25.
I didn't say he wasn't a good player. All of them is good. They're in the NBA for a reason, Moss. Come on now. What are we talking about? Everybody in the NBA is a good basketball player.
This the thing also. You got to think of who had dogs. Like who wanted it more.
That's the thing. See, now we making up excuses because when we get Sherman Gasol and then he turn it, Kobe don't get credit for that though, do we? When he turns some tissue into some brick, though, he don't get no credit for that. So I don't want to hear that, bro. I don't want to hear that. It is what it is.
Kobe is my second GOAT, so he always gonna get love.
And listen, it was a two-time All-Star on the other side, and then on LeBron's team, it was a two-time All-Star in the 7'5" center in the looks of Zydrunas Ilgauskas that he had, and he had a one-time All-Star in Mo Williams, and he had Larry Hughes.
Who was matching up against Rashard Lewis? That's the question,
bro.
Who was matching up against the 6'9" Rashard Lewis at that time? for
Bro,
Cleveland.
I don't care how tall he is, bro. They're
These were
NBA
things
players,
that made
bro.
a difference in that series. I remember that series. You talking about some great defense in Orlando, defensive player of the year, possibly MVP, and Dwight
So we're
Howard
making
Jr.
excuses, right?
No, I'm not making excuses. I'm just giving you facts of what they face. And then
I
you
know what
talking
they
about
face. They
Tim
face
Duncan.
one all-time great, which is
You
Dwight
talking,
Howard, and
you
a
talking
two-time
about Tim
All-Star. That's what
Duncan.
they faced.
You talking about Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili the year prior to. Those are
Oh,
three
oh,
Hall of
oh, oh,
Famers.
you talking about the Spurs? Only thing I'm saying about getting swept in the finals is the greats do not. They win one. Iverson did it against the greatest team ever. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. Iverson won one. The Ghosts don't get swept, bro. They don't.
It's
Iverson,
just
The
Iverson
Ghosts
is
don't get
many
swept,
people's.
bro. It's no way around it.
Iverson get pulled up in some people's GOAT conversation.
Because he don't get swept.
I listen, fellas. It's man, listen. We can go on and on all night, back and forth. Um, I just think that for people to tell me LeBron James is so great, he's come up shorter than leprechauns on many occasions. But in closing, y'all, because we got to get out of here. 5 seconds or less. Where does LeBron James end up this season? Mossberg, talk to me.
Home or chefing it up.
Zay, where he end up?
I don't know. Hopefully it ain't in yellow.
Rob, where does LeBron end up?
Cleveland Cavaliers. Where else should he land? He should land nowhere else but Cleveland Cavaliers.
He should land in Philly. Let's give the man what he wished for.
Dallas Mavericks for me. And that's all we got, people. Like, share, subscribe. We out.
Peace. Appreciate it.
Deuces.